So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Alright, sorry if I didn't say goodbye last time. It's more, I guess it's a two-parter video. That was. This is gonna be.
Blackthorn, got everything you need? Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with. Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do that again sometime, mate. I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck. Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mick know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
You cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
I trust that you forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I convince the men your position understands that important of the caring to have the special time worth of having get rich of my time. Assuming not easily require my many start of the fruitless friendship. As I apologize, it happened reversely, since I'm lost into not you got Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you have been so needed in me, mostly in some so mine. And the flame into all sadness in my heart. But it's time to looking back onto what's I'm back in here at the remembrance of Will, waiting for all quiet. I don't know that D word, so you guys can read this one. I ask once again that for you forgive my gifts, my men, and welcome you, dear, into the lack of understanding of where the last person had on we were expecting to see on our gates. And to see surely you have shown yourself frustrating unto so many goals and true spare and ace of all true commandments of the last day, and see hard lose the flame burning, to see you your cause place unto the guardian the prow and stand aside you once again. Wayne. There's Otto's. We got another one from Jill.
seeing troops amassing in every corner of the country.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn has started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name? Right.
I'm pretty sure she has a name. Alright. I just unlocked, these two.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Min said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where it comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop that.
Please!
I understand. Mid.
We know what to do. We need to build these at least things to make sure the ship doesn't break.
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind. If you're ready, we leave a watch. Let's go. You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
Oh, behind
This must be
us.
our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Sid! Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
Right. I'll let Mitt know you're on your way.
So what's everybody doing today?
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mitt. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what I'd do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Terms? Yeah, well, I thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here.
Of course you did.
Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Can I really do wish there was teleporting in this game for this part? Because going down here is a lot. And hopefully people don't make... Because I do like her. But this mission may make people hate her.
We're seeing troops in our side. Hippocrates, do you have a moment? For you, Clive? Always. Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this? Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges? She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs. I see. I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one. Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach. What do you mean? Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless. We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see. Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire. So if we could recreate it, it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the...
Okay.
protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era. Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too. The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself. Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you. I'm sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I'm trying to do it. I haven't,
So,
because I
Clive,
saw the other.
have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Where's Talia?
Keep them pilchard nice and
Need
chilled.
to stock up on these.
I won't have you.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Buy, sell, or be gone. And thanks for nothing.
There's talk at the glass.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. Keep fighting the good fight.
Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Alright, I think I glitched the music.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. Boss, we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Sure.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Talia,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Even though I don't ship them, that was sweet.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
That was nice.
Wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that. Of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young men of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo. Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
I'm kind of with him on this.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's
Not enough room! How do I put a ship in here?
Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Where's Thor's hammer? I know that's not big, but still. Sometime later.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer on for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
My hand hurts. My arm hurts. Everything hurts. I have tennis armor. Disarm before there is freaking tennis around.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Yeah,
I
come.
was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Clyde, you're an idiot.
Just when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We just help her build her get a raid thing and
They told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Astrid, we've finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that. In those words.
She did, yes.
Clive. Were you born yesterday or something?
yes, he
There
was.
is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Man. I might still be able to catch her.
I think she's gone.
Is that the thing Toes helped with?
Olaf, have you seen Mid?
Yeah. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Then why don't you stop her?
You in a hurry at all, are you? Well, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste.
Okay.
And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
What's up,
Don't
Uncle?
mention it. What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Caramel has been responding to success. My friend is mentioned only agreeing to share concerning his box strong with us, but he is concerning knowledge and going on to refill the crystal, the free cities by learning of the revolt of certain a young friend of yours. Though I am for one believing that Miss Burston's subject has been bubble entertainment, I doubt that care the care of now I can't but articles of kind of the uncurable of the use the dock and no matter of the how disgrace of the rumors already reached my friends, and not long as the guidance are rapping our doors, which is the pending of this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for for a moon or two, and he might watch those who might mean little of our friendship and warn the includes of attack. I trust that you will give the importance full of consideration. Your loving uncle.
Trouble in Canberra. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Canberra. Okay.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It, seems that way. Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
To admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks.
Speak for yourself!
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone? You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. Alright?
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
It's not her dad, though. Why would she be lying? Somebody's hammer.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
I kicked his butt!
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
No, he can't bring back the
Not
dead.
even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Only on in Italian
Pleasant
music
surprise.
here.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins?
No.
I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance. You let me go with them.
Oh, this is the gentle giant. There's no his own strength.
Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot.
Yay, go goats! Get your tools!
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bottlad Market. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Boots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goods.
Yep.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Buckland.
Poor Karen.
John.
Dragging her like a little doll.
Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Now head back over here. Okay, guys. Back in a bit. Alright. I remember here. I haven't played in 2 days. Well, this is mostly just telling you guys I have not played in a while. Let's go and see what's over there. Okay. Cheers for helping drag a thorn out the bumper their day. Dumps out dirty. Things have reckoned and gone for himself back into the judging by. I'm thinking that maybe it wasn't just rather on his mind. Maybe the other demons dragged into the pitchforks into his privacy. I know that you're busy, bro, but I think that you'll find yourself free. Maybe we could ask old bastard what he got so hot on his bother. Assist isn't just the fort.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
I'm thumbed up through the highway, close into the auto beneath, having cross something needs to your attention. Maybe by meant immediately I know what I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't you be asking Otto for help?
Something ain't right about the hound of yours. What would you please, your lordship, pay me a visit at the tomes?
What could be wrong with Torgor? You seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Let me turn up. Okay, how many more of these? Just those three? Okay. Let's go and see what that... I gotta find this dumb thing. Okay, so I'm here... Where is this dumb thing? Let's get these ones done since it's on the way.
I got your nose. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read.
Yep.
Congratulations.
You get a cookie!
I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No!
Unusual.
I treat him good. I'm a good owner.
Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Is it him that plus sign is? Okay.
Blackthorn, you have a moment.
Not really, no.
Get lost!
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
Won't leave anything alone.
Still, he got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
They're not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp. It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could own the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
Sure is soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Okay. Yeah, that's the +1 sign, so this is something that we're gonna get out of it that can be used in the future.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I care about my blacksmith, okay?
But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now?
No, even in the Hippolyte, even in the medieval era.
Dumb Meckian bloke. Collects
Those Dark Ages are over this era supposed to be.
He's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
We're all eccentric in this time, in regular time days, though. I'm eccentric. You're eccentric. We're all eccentric.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require
He just needs better food, sounds like that he more disdain of him. Okay.
It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Is that the thing Toes helped?
They told me she was building a ship.
Oh no, there's another one.
Clive,
Yes.
did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Why are we whispering?
What don't we be listening?
Is this better?
A little.
have some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders. And it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle.
You miscalculated! How dare you!
I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time.
Why can't calculators be built back then? We had little round things back then. It sucks!
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. No, we'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive!
He is so scary!
The place you've been chiefly trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Poor Goats, he has to hide behind Clive because Otto is apparently scary to him.
Oh, just Martha.
You're gonna pay me? Cool!
And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Yeah, I'm a trusted friend!
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I could do to help?
There might be. How do you fancy taking these to Martha and the Dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Right. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry.
Is there a rock I can hide behind him?
We'll understand.
The poor guy.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
You're dead.
They told me she was building a ship.
Is that below? Where is that?
Really?
Is that where, Ned... that... Is it where she used to be and we go down there? I think I know where it's supposed to be. Now we're in the right area. This place is so hard to find sometimes.
Here, Sid.
Hi.
You're just the man to help me out with a bit of bother, if you don't mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. But in the solution you want splitting,
and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out. I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright, why not? Proper job! So what exactly do you need for this filter? Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see? I take it that's where I come in. If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand... All right. I'll see what I can do. Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Okay, so now we can leave this area. Since I got... Oh, or not. I spoke too soon.
I think Mid might need some help.
Mid is not here. Why are you still saying that? Anything else?
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who pull on my pigtails.
Yay, okay. We gotta find that one. So this is the one it has. I have to find this thing. Okay. Well, that'd be the last thing I do then.
Are you out to hunt the Bomb King, Goopo? And the better that might interest you.
How are you feeling?
Better.
Okay, one of them is here, so let's head over there.
Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Toggle helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Ready, girls? This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let weapons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
You deserve a rest.
You're lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? Do you think he'd be equal to the task?
Hey, kick butt.
No doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
No.
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
It's kind of
Oh,
big.
man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
Yeah, lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I'm not sure I trust those two. If there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Good driving, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
This one.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
My cabbages! We got ourselves up.
That's what we need to worry about.
Obviously, whoever made this game has seen Avatar. Gotta have the cabbages short in here.
Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother.
Yeah, I got your cabbages back. Aren't you happy?
What if we want his help again next time?
Told you already. No vegetables on the ferry. One cabbage slug could destroy the entire ecosystem of Basing Se. Security! Ah, my cabbages!
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Kara's collector.
Great span is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we going to do?
Calm.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid
Okay, gladly.
so I won't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize.
Okay.
His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalaman is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
then that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it here. See you guys later. Like her and subscribe, and bye-bye.